The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne Snackbox.
Oh, I'm feeling a bit narcissistic and vain right now, seeing my mug up on the screen in the studio, because I'm in Who magazine today.
Yeah, that's hot off the presses, is it?
That is hot off the press.
That's magnificent.
Nikki
So what is that?
Osborne.
That's a double page?
Yep.
2 pages, yeah?
I am the centerfold.
Nikki Osborne, this is the real me. The actress, comedian and professional rule breaker is having a blast shaking up things on Brisbane's airwaves.
It's all true. I am having a ball with you guys. You're awesome.
Oh, that's great.
Having a nice time.
But when you made this, you didn't know you were on a ball yet. That was like a month ago.
No, I did.
Yeah, when was that photo shoot taken?
No, you do the photo shoot. I did that months ago, but the
you hadn't
interview
even
I
met us
did.
then.
No, I did
right,
the
yeah.
interview.
You didn't even know us.
10
Right.
days ago, I did the interview.
Right, okay. Right, fair enough.
Yes, I
Fair
retract
it would have
every
been,
statement.
It would have been the same picture, but it could have been different text. The story could have been different.
Yeah, it could have been I am ruined by breakfast radio.
6 weeks in and I'm done.
Can we cancel these two as well?
Now,
They're assholes.
who is responsible for the dress?
Oh, the dress. Okay.
That wouldn't have looked out of place, by the way, on the red carpet at the Oscars yesterday.
No, it's the best bloody dress.
Yeah,
and
I love it.
When
that?
they brought in all the outfits, because we did a whole bunch of shoots. We did it for the billboards, for, even though you guys weren't there, I was pretending you were there, like pointing at you, laughing at your jokes.
That's why you enjoyed our company so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, I think
Do you
that's
realise
by
in
Villani. Villani.
In this current temperature, that dress is worth like roughly $500,000 worth of toilet paper.
Oh, yeah, because we're out of toilet paper now, aren't we?
Yeah.
It's on again.
What's with the shit tickets?
So how do you feel? I
don't get it. I know. You actually could use that dress to wipe your butt because it's got lots of.
It's a lot. Like I'm looking right now. It's a lot.
It's a lot of fabric. I don't understand I don't understand the toilet paper thing. I don't get it. I covered a lot of this yesterday when I did that video on the beach, which is going viral.
Has it hit the mark, has it?
1.3 mil in what?
What the hell?
What, in
Really?
12 hours?
That's up over 1 million views. You know what's so cool about that? Yesterday I was having a cup of coffee with Nikki. So congratulations on the Who article.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
It's magnificent. It's great.
Yeah, well done.
We're all happy for you. But yesterday morning, out on the balcony, Nikki and I were having a cup of coffee, and we were talking about the cyclone, I guess. And Nikki goes, I said, maybe you should do something around the cyclone. And you go, I've already got an idea. And she said, I've got an idea, and I'm going to start writing it today.
Yes, I wrote it in the car on the way home.
And then
How do you,
it was like 4
write the
hours
car?
later, she'd written it, done it, and now it's got over 1 million views. Like, my point is, from the concept to the execution was less than 24 hours.
Oh, you got to knock it out fast. I got home, said to my husband, get in the car, let's get it done. And he was like, ooh. And I said, no, we're shooting a sketch. He went, oh.
You, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey. Yeah, how did I write it in the car? I've discovered that Siri can add to note. No, create a new note. So I'm just driving along going, create a new note. And so I'd written the whole thing.
So what did he do?
Each one was different headlines. Like, when it goes in caps at the head of your notes? So every line I wrote was like just a headline.
Another
in my
joke,
notes.
another line.
Yeah, so it was like 14 notes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
That you all like post-it notes, you just used one at a time to get it done.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that's over 1 million views already.
Well, it's 1.3 on Instagram. It's nearly 1 million on Facebook. It's about to hit 100,000 on YouTube. And I just put on TikTok. So we'll see what happens.
And what percentage would you give to Jeremy if you had to give a percentage to his input?
I guess a shag.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne Snackbox.
Lutzi's Dream Reader.
Any dream will do. Yes, David.
Good morning, everyone.
Gets me every time.
Well, it's like the middle of the night in Hong Kong. Can I just say that? So, this is the time when usually dreams are happening for me in Hong Kong. I'm not sure that Asian dreams are different dreams, by the way, but I'm just saying. It's dark outside right now, where I am.
Well,
good morning.
You should be right in the zone. Now, say hello to Charlie out of McDowell.
Hey, Charlie.
Hi, how's it going?
Well, it's the middle of the night, Charlie. How do you think it's going? I should be asleep right now. Whatever. It's fine. I'm good. I'm happy to be. And you know what? If there's one reason I'm awake right now, it's to unriddle dreams.
So what about you?
What
go
have you got
ahead.
for us?
Yes.
What have I got? So my daughter is 7, and she was telling me about her dream on the way to school this morning. She said that she dreamed of a lake, and there was a big slide, and she and one of her friends, like her friend's family, was there with our family. She was going down the slide, and at the bottom of the slide there were crocodiles, and she was able to go back up the slide, and she was screaming for her friend not to go down, and her mum's friend was screaming for her not to go down, but she got eaten by a crocodile. Like her friend
got eaten by a crocodile.
Her friend went down the slide and got eaten by a crocodile.
Yeah, right. Well, that's dark and morbid and really heavy for me being in Hong Kong right now.
For a 7-year-old, I was like, oh my God, what do I do with?
Yeah, that's all right. That's your
She was like, yes, and I was like, oh my God.
I mean, it's a lot, but you know what? It sends me straight back for me. Sorry, I haven't got the screen in front. What's your name again?
It's
Charlie.
Charlie, yeah. Charlie, it takes me right back to my childhood, where we were all and to this day I'm petrified by Jaws. Maybe Jaws. So for us it was like sharks, not crocodiles, going back to the early 2000s when I was a kid. And shut up. So that's an interesting one. Obviously as a kid, it's a different dream to when you're an adult. Like fear, it comes in different shapes and sizes when you're the age of 7, right? But again, the pureness of a dream when you're 7 years of age actually creates more of a pure meaning than what it does when we're in my age, in my mid-30s, like for you, Charlie, in your mid-40s.
So
it's a different thing, right? Charlie, shush. It's a different thing for a kid. Like dreams when you're a child are very different. It's actually, in a great way, even though what you're saying there sounds like it's quite dark and morbid. Childish dreams are actually quite friendly. Okay, so even though her friend is being rather intensely eaten by a crocodile, which sounds which sounds like it
sounds bad. It sounds bad.
It sounds bad, right?
Yes.
It sounds bad. But what that means is more likely your young daughter winning a handball tournament at school. It's a gross over exaggeration of something that's happening in her life. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I want to get clear. Any of this making sense to you, Charlie? Is it registering?
Yeah, maybe.
I feel like her daughter's friend's getting bullied, and she's worried about her going down and getting bullied.
Well,
I've told you once, Nikki, to stay out. You're not a professional, Nikki. Stay out of this, please.
Hang on a second. I want to say something.
There's a man
you are not.
Nikki has provided me with my favourite visual of the year so far. That as she's sitting down to eat her pancakes for Shrove Tuesday, she questions Charlie and she goes, "Just for clarification, so the kid got eaten by a crocodile, yeah?" And then put the and then put the pancake in her mouth.
Well, what I'm saying to you is like the kid getting eaten by a crocodile is like, you know what, you lost a handball rally, you'll be back in it.
She lost her hand.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I understand.
It doesn't mean that.
Yes, but
it's kids. It's kids having fun, is what I'm saying. Okay, so, and your daughter's name is
Georgiana.
Yeah, I thought so. So Georgiana, just tell Georgiana, don't worry. There's nothing to worry about. It's not as desperate as the dream suggests. Okay, it's just it's not a literal meaning. Her friend's not going to die via a crocodile bite.
It's not a premonition.
Yeah, it's just a natural, fun thing. Okay, and more to the point, it has nothing to do with you or your family. You're not a bad mum, Georgiana. You're not a bad mum.
Charlie.
That was never in question.
Yeah. Charlie. Whatever your name is.
But I think we're all relieved you're not a father.
You know what's going to make her feel better too, Lutzi? Free pancakes.
Oh, thank goodness.
Thanks to Pancake Manor. It's Shrove Tuesday. I mean, you can get 50% off all traditional stacks for today only. But thanks to the Pancake Manor, a $100 voucher going the way of Charlie. And her daughter, that's going to make her feel better. Pick her up from school, take her straight out for some pancakes, Charlie.
They're delicious.
Oh, thank you.
And thank you, David.
For nothing.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne Snack Box.
The presenters at the Oscars yesterday.
Oh, really?
Selena Gomez, yes, she got up there with Samuel L. Jackson, handed out a couple of awards.
I'm loving her glow up at the moment. She looks incredible. Even though she's getting absolutely trolled, which is just ridiculous. You can't win.
Why?
She's either too
What's
big
she
or
done wrong?
or now she's Miss Ozempic. And it's like, no, she's not. She's got big norgs. Like, she's not on Ozempic. She just has health battles. Anyway, she looks amazing at the moment. Well done, Selena. I love it.
I think I gave my best dressed at the Oscars last night to, I think Demi
mate?
Moore. I think Demi.
I
think
feel like
you've
you're
just-
obsessed with her.
You're rather tunnel visioned at the moment, but I would agree.
Come on, she looks so-
amazing.
And how old is she?
Oh, she's putting us all to shame.
Is she 60? She's not 60. Oh, she's got fit arms.
I know
Yeah,
she
but
does. She's got amazing
but you're
arms.
betting on her. You gambled on her, Ashley. So
I
it's
did.
like me saying, the best dressed at Hong Kong races the other day was like J-Mac, the jockey. It's like,
That's a weird comparison.
You're invested. He's betting on people. I bet on J-Mac. He's betting on Demi Moore.
She's 62.
Well, J-Mac's in his mid-30s, I think.
She's 62 if 62 were the hotness level. If it was out of 62.
But she's fit.
I know. And
strong.
the arms give it away, don't
Yeah.
they? Like, she's got such strong arms.
Yeah.
It's hard to not have your arms turn into bingo wings. You know, mid-40s. I
Yeah.
reckon it all turns to slop.
Yeah. I reckon
sorry,
Not when you Demi Moore. Not when you
pay the
J-Mac.
tax man. You do.
Yeah,
you
you
pay
do.
the tax man.
Yes.
It all comes
and
at 40.
GST, I think it's 44.
Yeah, no, actually, and for me, I reckon it was 50. Like, I paid the tax man at 50.
Yeah, you guys
My
get a few
eyes, I
extra
can't even
years.
see that bloody whiteboard anymore.
Is that why your eyebrows quiver when you're reading the whiteboard?
Oh, maybe,
'Cause
because
you
I'm
can't see.
trying to focus. I can do that squinting thing.
Okay, so worst dressed. I hate to say this. It's
Oh, worst dressed?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Sarah Paulson. She's the one who wore the big puffy red thing. It looks like she's
But she won.
Pulled the life jacket thing
Oh, really?
before. It looks like a life vest.
I didn't see that. Have you got a picture of
Yeah,
her?
it
Sarah Paulson.
Kind of looks like she looks like a cross between an
Oh,
organ.
that's hideous. That looks like it looks like you've
You pulled the airbag thing on your jacket.
That good description. Or you've tried to tie
With your
a
seatbelt
bow and
still
it's
on.
ended horribly. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's not
Who's
good.
given her the all good and said, "Oh yeah, it looks great, Sarah."
Oh,
Like,
I guess they said, "Oh, Sarah, you're slipping in the relevance at the moment. You're like fifth Sarah on Google. We need to put you
Didn't
in
she
an
win?
organ donor outfit." And
did
No.
she win? She,
No,
could-
not
she wouldn't have been
nominated.
able to get up and
Oh, she won't.
get up
I'm not
and
even
stand.
nominated.
well, she won worst dressed, so she won something.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think across the board, it wasn't good. And she's a great actress. It's a shame. What about Ariana? What did you think of
Very-
her? And
No, I didn't like that.
she looks like a side lamp in the 60s, doesn't
Yes,
she?
yes. You're good at coming up with what they look like. That's exactly. Or one of
It's
those
called a
one of those
roast.
toilet paper holder things. Remember that your grandma used to have?
Yeah, well,
You know?
she won't be sitting on any of that in Queensland at the moment because everyone bought all the toilet
Damn
paper.
straight.
Yeah.
And who else looked amazing? Oh, Cynthia Erivo.
Arrivo from Wicked. Yep.
Yeah. Her outfit's crazy, but I kind of dig it.
Yeah,
Like-
She pulls that
because
off.
she's got the bald head, so it kind of looks like I don't know. She's got it's a statement look. I didn't mind that actually.
Yeah, it was quite cool. Like, even though it's a bit like it looks like a Pokemon character. Take her out of it. It looks like an angry Pokemon character with big eyebrows. Look at it.
Yeah, it does actually. Kind of a waspish head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need this to be a thing, like when you pull apart every single award show ever, because this is the best. Like,
You're enjoying
loving-
this?
I'm loving this.
Meanwhile, Yasmin Finney is coming out of the bird enclosure at the Peacock
At Crumben.
Centre.
Yes.
She's just
Is that what their feathers do when they're aroused? They go up like that? Like
Yeah.
it's kind of
she's a horny
You'd know.
peacock.
like it frames her face.
Yeah, kind of does. It looks like she's hanging out with David.
I don't even know who she is. This is amazing.
And what about Scarlett Johansson? Oh,
don't you dare back. Was it bad? Was it bad?
Because she's sex on legs, right? And she looks like she's grabbed the drapery
She's
from a
Lincoln Lewis.
defunct cinema and whacked it over her shoulders. It's disappointing.
Really?
Yeah,
What, Scarlett Johansson look
wearing
bad?
blue draped velvet, like she's.
And has she got gloves on that go up to the elbow?
She's dressed like she's running a posh brothel as the matron. It doesn't
wrong with
work.
that?
No, it's just
Nobody said anything's wrong with her, David.
Oh,
It's
okay,
just
sorry.
like the look of the red carpet.
Jackie Weaver looks like she's been hanging out with Cliff Richard.
Yeah, she looks cool. She looks. That's hip hop Jackie.
She's rock and roll.
Yeah.
You
In
know
fairness,
what?
she did hang out with Cliff Richard.
She looks like she'd work in the Brunswick
She hung out with
equivalent
Cliff
of
Young.
White Funerals.
The Ash, Lutzi, and Nikki Osborne Snack Box.
What happened yesterday to me was a travesty.
You were going off to see the pandas.
Well,
You were
exactly,
like in a- you were in a great
Thank
mood.
you, Ashley Bradnam. Thank you, because
Twin pandas.
I sent you all the link to watching Panda Television, which was watching the majestic twin baby pandas on Panda TV. And if you noticed yesterday, it was like, we're here from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m., okay? Because as everyone knows, it's a panda enthusiast. That's when baby pandas sleep at 3 p.m. So what time do you think my group got to the panda park yesterday?
2:45.
3:30!
Oh, dear.
So I got there. I got to see Lily and BB and Juju and a bunch of big fat adult pandas,
Going
which was also
nine-nine.
amazing. It was amazing. It was for those that watched my Instagram yesterday, we got to see some big fat pandas and some monkeys. It was good.
Yeah.
But
You didn't get to see the twins.
I didn't come to Hong Kong to not see the twins. I didn't see the twins.
Yeah. Well, we
And
saw
it
the
broke my
twins
heart. It
on
broke
the
my
live
heart.
feed,
It broke
but
my heart a little bit.
When we were doing the podcast yesterday, we saw
I
some
know.
live footage
And
of
that
the
was
twins.
awesome.
I know. How funny was the little,
Well, what was
some
my
little tiny
prediction
fat
and what
pandas falling
happened?
off swings?
Yes, I said there'll be a swing in that park, and the
Yes.
and the pandas will fall off it, and that's
Uh-huh.
exactly what we saw.
Yep, and that's exactly what I didn't see when I got there.
What about any of the big units like Lili and Xinjing? You were saying,
Well,
did they hop on the swing and fall off?
No, because much like adults, they get to the age of 40, 45, and unless you're drunk, you don't fall off a swing.
They were just sitting there and doom scrolling like the rest
Yeah,
of us.
they're literally doom scrolling, Nikki. Exactly. They were doing bugger all. They were lazy. There was no falling off swings. They were just big, fat, ugly
You've hit
adults.
fat hard a few times now. I feel like
They were fat. They were fat.
Cute.
They were fat. Not really. As a fat adult, you're only funny if you're drunk and you fall off a swing. And there was no falling off swings. Yeah.
The Ash, Lutzi, and Nikki Osborne Snack Box.
all right, I prematurely evaluated before I started talking about my bed experience and laying on the same side of the bed for 20 years now. It's like you meet someone, you fall in love, you spend the first night together. Notice how I fell in love first, Lutzi. You spend the first night together,
Noted.
and the side of the bed you land on, that's it. You can't move from that side of the bed for the rest of your marriage. That
I
is
get it.
You are locked in.
The creatures
Nikki, literally,
habit. Well, I don't
as
have
I
a
do
problem with it personally. But
As I do the show right now, I'm lying in the hard right-hand side of this queenside bed in Hong Kong.
That's optimistic.
My body pillow is on the left side. Its name's Daisy. For real.
with the second
I've named my
towel
body
that was
pillow.
folded up before as he walked in, still
It's
just
spooning
sitting there
him.
perfectly.
How do we turn this?
That dreaded second towel that just sits there.
But I get it.
It's all right,
I
buddy.
get
You
it,
just
though.
use a fresh towel, for the night shower, and then
I've got
morning
housekeeping
shower.
on quick dial. Don't worry about that, mate.
It's like he's like the towel origami expert of changing it from a swan into a spooning position.
But what's your go? You got to what's your
Yeah,
okay, so
statement
I
around it?
think-
So I don't have a problem with it.
You don't have a problem with it?
Nope.
Do you have any back issues, digestion issues, some organs playing up on one side
I
of
have
your
back
body at all?
issues.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I do get I'm starting to get pins and needles.
Yeah, because
Like,
you're
I
on the
get-
same bloody side for 20 years.
Would it?
Interesting
would
point.
it be
You know
different
what?
if I was on the other side?
You know what? Let's ask a doctor, because I don't know. We've got Paul Griffin on the line.
Dr. Paul
the great
Griffin,
doctor.
yeah, the legend that is Dr. Paul Griffin, one of the great friends of the show. He kept us going through COVID. Oh,
He did.
Remember those COVID years, Dr. Paul?
Yeah.
Oh, I do. Look, I remember it fondly, or perhaps not so much. So, yeah, good. We're past that and talking about some other topics.
Talking about spooning. Way more important.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Paul, are there health ramifications to sleeping on the same side every night?
Yeah.
Look, there are some. So certainly if you have any neck or back issues or shoulder issues, if you're on the one side all the time, that can make that a bit worse. And if you do sleep on the right quite a lot, that can cause a bit of reflux as well. So we do advise people to, mix it up a little bit and try not to stay on one side too much. But, in the end, it's not so much of a problem, to be honest.
So you're talking at it more from a medical point of view as opposed to...
Yeah, I'm thinking, because the reflux thing, because they say, if you've got a stomach ache, you're meant to lay on a certain side of your body. And I just think, well, shouldn't we be laying on that good side all the time? Which side is that, Paul? What side are you meant to lie on?
Yeah, so if you lie on the right, that can certainly cause a bit of reflux. In the end, there's a lot of other things that are, a bit better at preventing that, like not eating before you go to bed. And for some people, if it's a real problem, you can even pop the end of the bed up a bit, so that reduces that issue. But, for most people, you're just going to move around naturally anyway. So it's not really a problem. It's very unlikely you're going to get stuck on one side too much unless there's a reason you actually can't move around as your sort of body wants to.
Mind you, my husband does have digestive issues, and he's the one stuck on the wrong side of the bed for that.
Yeah, Jeremy has a lot of issues, Jeremy.
Yeah, reflux digestion. He has to take apple cider vinegar or whatever his mother makes him have. Eats green apples, otherwise things don't go down properly. I feel like he doesn't. Oh no, he's in the car listening.
But Nikki and Doc, and I hope he hears it because he needs to. Yeah. But Nikki and Dr. Paul, so the question is for me,
what's the question?
I'm not an old guy, right? But there's two things I love in life right now. A is those flat boat cruises through Europe, which they sell to 90-year-olds. I want to do, and the second one is a bed that lifts up, which they also sell to 90-year-olds.
Like a hospital bed, like a hospital bed, you mean?
Yes. So it's if you see the ads, though, it's for 90-year-olds, Dr. Paul. I'm saying, should we all be getting one of those beds where you can actually, prop yourself up a little bit?
Oh, look, why not? I mean, as much to sort of doom scroll on your phone when you're in bed as anything else. But if it stops a bit of reflux, especially maybe after a big night or a bit of spicy food, then it's probably well worth it.
And it stops vertigo too. I find if I get a bad bout of vertigo, if I prop myself up, it alleviates that.
But wait, what are we learning here? We're learning. Is there any scientific evidence around actually sleeping together? Physically, sleeping. Has there been any tests done around that?
with a person?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of talk about people who sleep in different beds with their partners and whatever. Whether or not that in itself is healthy. Because Jodie said that's a deal breaker for us. She said we have to sleep together.
Do you snore?
I do. I do sometimes she gets up and leaves
and puts a pillow over your face.
Yeah.
I give Jeremy a good
push me
kick.
aggressively.
Yeah.
Yes.
I give him
a
kick.
We get that every now and then. Yeah.
You give her permission to kick, shove though. Yeah.
I don't believe I ever have.
At this point, Dr. Paul's going, "Why am I on the phone?"
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, is there any scientific evidence around any of that?
Oh, not really. I mean, I think it's just, typically, and I guess, again, depends a little bit on your behaviour while you're there, but probably good for relationships, which is, probably a worthwhile benefit. But in terms of the snoring, that is potentially related to position as well as lots of other things. If you lie on your back too much, that can certainly promote snoring and sleep apnea. So that's where rolling onto your side probably helps to fix that problem to a degree as well.
So you're meant to sleep on your side, are you? What about face down, stomach on the bed? Is that advisable?
That can be good for snoring on your side. Probably not face down too much, so you bury the head in the pillow. And I think that the risk there is you might get too many wrinkles on your face if you have your face down too much. But from a health perspective, that's probably okay and better for the snoring side of things, at least anyway.
And Dr. Paul, is there any science between sleeping habits and having espresso martinis on tap at the Cricketers Club?
Oh, look, I think that can only be recorded as a good thing if you do happen to remember doing that.
Thank you.
Well
myself and the good doctor on occasion do that, Nikki, just so you know. Like, somehow out of COVID, the head of infectious diseases became great mates at the Cricketers Club. It's brilliant. He's a Brisbane Lions boy. Are they going to win this year, Dr. Paul?
Oh, absolutely. Look, I think we are going to go very well, although it looks like this Thursday might not be going ahead after all. But I think after that, we get back into it, we'll certainly have another good season for sure.
I love the way you pivot a doctor talking about a medical situation to sport. It's a gift, Lutzy.
He's comfortable with that.
Yeah, I know. It's just a gift.
You know why? Because I'm doing the radio show from the right side of my bed right now.
You're nice, Paul. You laughed.
The Ash, Lutzy and Nikki Osborne Snack Box.